Coming in. Welcome to the stream. Souls. Hello. Yeah. So, leaving the ads. I noted. Let me fix that. Here we go. Now people should get notifications. Indeed. Get the timing. Now, first of all, my voice has been updated. It should be smoother. It should be better. I don't believe that one bit. But if it sounds better, then great. They did something right for us. If not, well, they're just great. So, how's everyone doing today? I think eating. Sounds like you're not gonna be joining Cat for hunting anomalies. While we are making more corpses. Also, I'm not sure if it's true. I need to double check. I thought I saw an ad for Total War Medieval training. I thought I saw such ad somewhere, and I got all excited, but I might have been just dreaming. Facing 6 dogs? Do these dogs like cats? Are they channeling the inner cats and running away? Well, you got lucky then. Meanwhile, looks like it is time to switch the game. Oops. Alright. Let me switch. I thought I unmuted that. Well, it is unmuted now. You don't hear anything. How about now? I don't know why. OBS keeps switching the default sound device to default, which doesn't exist. Anyway, let us begin. I believe this was Saturday. When a person was supposed to die, I think. I spent all morning trying unsuccessfully to calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. My work was successful. I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. A library? Popular libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours, for free, and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes, my brains are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my tastes. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I've had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me. That lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often, I put my book aside and check my phone out for habit. Also, reading Lovecraft. Gotta love some cosmic horror. Still no alerts. Have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Ooh, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
Yes, Kojiro. Is that your name, Kojiro? I blink twice and look at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sus, didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh, in Japanese too.
I don't believe for a second that man looking like that would say sauce.
Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Indeed. Also, who with their right mind would write Cthulhu in kanji? Use katakana for that. And even that would be, well, that still would be quite difficult. I mean, kinda not. If you simplify it.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
See, I just said that! Noriko, you're smart. It's so much easier to write it in katakana. And I'm betting it is written in Cthulhu. To make things simple.
Of course. Kojiro.
Now that's gonna be a misunderstanding. Man extends a hand, and I can't tell if he wants me to shake or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Kojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
Okay. Suspicious. What kind of person doesn't have a last name?
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Kojiro now.
No? I don't understand what you mean by that. The sky is weird. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven, and his eyes are scarily clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
This man is all over the place. He doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy? Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Okay, Kojiro speaks very weirdly. Look. First, again saying saws. Looking for Noble Sinclair. Clearly a writer. He around here? It sounds like he's talking about like the guy's there. What's up with him?
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
Well, wouldn't you know it? As much as I hate to admit it, the stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right?
You know more than you show.
Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that. Second book goes nuts. Main character fills the school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online.
That sounds like proper ARG stuff. Some analog horror.
Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction. Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Huh.
You want noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Nobel. Wish me luck.
And without so much of a glance back at me, the man walks away. That was strange. I tried to return to my feet and the whole conversation just replays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. Maybe I'll just head for home today. Being here helped me calm down, but I am still eagerly anticipating the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri or ice bowl from the convenience bowl will tide me over until tomorrow. I try to break things and stand up, but I did a little hoo as I stretch my muscles. Cat, I need to do a little. I need to admit something. I don't like onigiri. As I head towards the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. This is it. My phone is in my hands less than a second. The screen unlocked, picture page loaded before my eyes. Article posted online today, 2:39 p.m. Keywords found 3. Mr. Accident, Michael Data Range. Image data found, yes. Saturday, May 30. Give me a moment. This is what happens when you're icky and then trying to speak a lot afterwards. Mr. Eiki Hanada, 42 of Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at traffic intersection 12:03 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported. Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancé, who wishes to remain anonymous. A funeral service has not yet been arranged. The image attachment? Click on the image attachment, I can't believe my eyes. The photo is the exact same one that was sent through the Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My bleeding starts to quicken, my cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I will make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glance around the library, pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes set on it, I dash towards it, swerving between bookshelves and through the narrow aisles. There's one door for unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. The muscles in my thighs are tightened and I squirm as I reach for the doors. My hands grasp for a cool little handle and press down, only to met with immovable resistance. It's locked. The sign at the door, I noticed that I completely ignored in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit!
I cursed despite my best effort to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically looking for any way that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body leads erratically to my latest success.
You busted?
What do you mean, you busted? This way again.
I need to use the restroom.
I'll take it. Tell the expression on my face that is one of the desperations he used to facilities. To my surprise, Patricia strides up to the restroom room and begins to smack his fist against it.
Hey, cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
A panicked yelp from within. Kutcher's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges, with her cleaning trolley around it, bows quickly and disappears
All
from sight.
yours. About to hold it.
Thanks.
And here we go again. I dashed toward Cheryl, unable to believe what is happening here. I slammed the door behind me and slipped into a cubicle. As soon as I see the top of the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably and I have to lean backwards to steady myself. I feel terribly reading this. H.C. Hannah is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm going to bet that I caused his death after seeing that photo of his dismembered corpse. That a purposefully crashed his car. Or perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle, intended to marry him on behalf of Corpse Girl, just like Soul suggested. I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, squirming, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that. The overwhelming urge to explode simply flutters away. Huh? A beating regulates, my legs solidify, and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die. My body already prepared itself for it. I already become defenseless to my ability to wield death itself. I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, the complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as the requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of the aisle.
Good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... You know, I really needed the bathroom.
You don't say,
Of
Naruto.
course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Kojiro holds up the book with the plain black cover.
Nobel Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Again, you speak very weirdly.
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Strange flower. Kojiro hands another book for me. To me, this one with brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. He'd take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
A brief wave of his hand, and he disappears behind the closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. Yeah, cause Lovecraft stuff is like 100 years old. I shrug and hoist the booky toe beneath my arm to make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home. So much so that I decide to stop at a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if my killing stirs my appetite. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford just to treat myself and get meals right. Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight. Another variety for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth and I slide in before looking at the menu. The house specialty, according to the menu at my hand, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite. In fact, seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. Same here, Noriko. Same here. Decide to pass some specials and order something I know I can digest. Rice sounds good. I see it a lot as a kid. Omelette, rice, and ketchup. What's not to like? Plus it's only 700 yen before tax. That's... pretty good. The waitress returns to take my order, and I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Plus, my recent victory streak has given me a courage boost because I'd hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking at all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company. A friend, perhaps I, or even Shinya. Might be nice to talk to and pass the time with. Oh well, either way, I do have some company. I retrieve a book from my handbag, the racing book. Kojiro lent me. I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower. An odd, apparently meaningless title. film becomes highly recommended by eccentric stranger said much weekend. Sorry, my eyes acting up. Please stay open. My meal arrives when I'm 3 pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the rice before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. So, show me? I put the spoon and slice through the middle of the rice, causing a puff of steam to blow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other word to describe it. The convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup on the top. I take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of sitting myself here, eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person too. Right. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips, and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Noble Sinclair, according to bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put the finger on what is strange about it. It's a lack of complex kanjis throughout. Everything is written rather simply in hiragana, almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. Those who don't know, let me explain things in simple fashion. Japan uses 3 different writing alphabet systems: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is used for most words in Japanese. It's what they use to write for writing. Katakana is used for long words. Anything that's not in Japanese or is needed to translate something from English or the other language, they use katakana. Now, kanji is an interesting one. Basically, it's a way to shorten text. A single kanji letter usually means a single thing, which greatly decreases the length of things. The issue with kanji, unlike the previous two, kanji doesn't have rules. It's just pure memorization. So imagine trying to remember like 10,000 different Chinese letters, trying to figure out what each of them means. This is what Noriko means by this. These elementary kids will be only learning in hiragana, not using kanji until late in life when they start forcibly learning that. That can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. Maybe. It's true that a lot of adults have trouble with the complex kanji. Professional orders, though, not so much. A lot of people have trouble with kanji. Everybody has trouble with kanji. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I knew it, the waitress politely let me know that the restaurant is closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of omelets in front of me. The meal has gone cold, and I enjoyed. And I only ate 3 bits, so I'm feeling full now, and I really enjoyed what I did eat. I don't even feel the added weight on my hips to get to my feet. That is definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book in the bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. Wait, what? After some money, the waitress, along with the bill. Oh, I was confused for a moment because for a moment it sounded like she was tipping, which makes absolutely no sense. A plastic frigid night air nearly squeezed me up my feet when I stepped out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring. So unpredictable cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not tumbling up. Anyway, it's not raining, and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. Head down the street and watch for a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay any mind as I wander by. My phone person reeks out in the quiet night air. I grabbed it and pressed it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi? Noriko? Hello? Is this a bad time?
Hmm?
No, I'm just walking home. You're out at this time of night? That's not like you. I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up? You stopped to eat?
Yeah, nothing that'll be do makes sense.
Say, about the new job. What is it? I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
Why?
He said that? Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job?
I mean, Allie, just don't show up to work. What are they going to do? Fire you? It's not that difficult.
Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
They'll have no grounds on it. Why, yes. Quitting is seen frowned upon in Japan. There's nothing they can do about that.
What a load of crap! Hang on. Are you at the cafe now? Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up. I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind. No, Noriko, you can't. Just watch me. I'll be right there.
Handico, despite Ali's objections. Can't believe how furious I am. I finally managed to escape. Has an escape route from that god-awful job, and now the matter would let you quit. It has to be illegal. It is illegal. They can fine you for it, but they can't do more than that. I never met her manager. I can just imagine his type. A self-important, wretched, greedy pig. Thinks he's the key of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I'd love to target victims like that. I change directions and take up running pace. To go against my face, he's kind of nice now that my body's warmed up a little. Thankfully, there's hardly anyone around this time of night, so I don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so I sit long before I feel out of breath. I come to a stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
I feel you, Naruto. After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up, walking briskly this time. I can see the main cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Hotel de Cristal. Welcome home, Master. Well, now it's difficult to hate it because it has my name in it. Things from just 400 yen. That's a bit pricey. People charge 500 yen per person. Until 10 p.m. every night. I passed aside and reached for the door handle just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and rages.
Noriko?
Aww. Look at that outfit. Oh, it's so pretty.
Aoi, told you I'd be here.
I'm really glad to see you.
I can see a brief wait. She fidgets nervously and straightens her ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
You can't admit it's cute though.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, is your manager still here?
I hesitates, then shakes her head
You
sadly.
just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
You're lying.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
Just don't show up to work. I'm honestly stumped by the question. In all my histories to get here, I never even thought through a plan for Tenet, that heartbreaking expression on her face. She would have grabbed her a hug and tell her everything's going to be okay. So, why can't I?
Aoi,
Hmm?
I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with. You're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours. But you still get up each and every day and do your best. I'm proud of you. And I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be. I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope
Shai?
you realize that.
I accidentally clicked. It always will be. Even if you can't get anything more than that, I'm happy just having you in my life.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
I nod calmly. I understand. I can't push her too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place.
Why?
That stalking customer. He knows where I live, and, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Oh no. Oh no. This just gotten a lot worse.
Why don't we go to the police?
I can't do that!
Why? Oh, she's crying. Without warning, I burst into tears just as rain begins to spill from the clouds. Hold up, this calls for rain. Here we go.
I can't get him in trouble. I just can't.
Aoi, what? What is he?
He's... family.
Family! A gust of wind blows from the narrow street, causing my hair to whip out with wild in my face. I flush it out of my eyes and mouth, only to see her standing still, her head down.
Stalker. He's... family?
I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned. You're putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. Then I'll truly have no one.
Well, I guess we'll just have to kill him.
You have me.
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
I turns her eye heel and strolls away to click crack up her shoes against the wood pavement echoing through the street.
Chloe.
She doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl. There has to be something I can do. Our first decision. I just can't let this keep happening. I can't let her go. I can't let her walk away, as sad and helpless as she is. I like lurch forward, up to her own volition, propelling my body through the rain-soaked street.
Owie! Owie, come back!
My shouts echoed in the night, my witless words falling through the air. I like the rain that patters against my face, as so as just out of reach. If only my weak body could pick up the pace, I might be able to reach her before she winds away. The unexpected command fulfills its purpose, I hope, by shoes skidding along the wood ground. Eyes closer than I expect her to be. Perhaps due to some trick of the light or rain, she simply seemed further away than my tired eyes.
Owie, please. Let me help you.
There's nothing to be done. Why can't you take a hint? You just never give up, do you? You just want to smother me. You don't trust me to handle things on my own.
That's not it. I just care for you so much.
I know that. You think you haven't made that clear in the past?
Really missing out is Ellie. She's well past the point of simply being upset now. She's truly curious. Have I overstepped the boundary?
You're not my guardian angel, or my savior, or whatever. This is my life, Noriko. It's not your sick fantasy, where you swoop in and act like my knight in shining armor.
Owie,
That hurts.
Shut up! Just shut up! You always take it one step too far. Just leave me alone.
I can't get a little words in before she vanishes into the night. I reach a hand out into the darkness as a foolish attempt to stop her, but I know it's pointless. She made her thoughts perfectly clear. She doesn't need or want my help. Even if she cares for me, she doesn't love me the same way I loved her. And I don't think she ever will. I sigh and look up the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. Sunday afternoon. Today drags on and on. Since I don't want beacons, I never really know what to do with myself during the free time. And I don't know what to do with my decision. One part of me just wants to go back and try another route. I feel like that's worse in the long term. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far I've spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave off my hunger. Keep checking my phone, but I hasn't replied to any of my texts. You know what I call? She lets it go to its voicemail. I don't know any requests to attend to. I was hoping I would get at least one this week to help occupy my time. Take a break from the strange flower, I decide to browse through noise and see what's happening in my social circle. I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for reading through their posts overwhelms my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I come across is from Tomoe. They just be tripping if they think they're gonna steal my man. The biggest thief. You're getting lucky tonight. Scarborough post is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting closer together. Shinya looks a little more than nervous. I would be willing to bet that Tom is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him. Why he's into her, for that matter. At first, I thought Tommy was just trying to put me, to annoy me, by purchasing someone she thought I wanted. But surely this is taking it too far, right? I haven't made it clear that I just don't care. As for Shinya, maybe that boy really isn't to the blow-up doll look. Guess I understand it less than I originally thought. I noticed that I'd been frowning while looking at Thomas' post, so decided to slam my finger down on the thumbs down button. Under the text box below now reads, Nariko Kurosama disliked. My frown breaks in a smirk. I feel somewhat satisfied to publicly dislike Thomas' post. I can't imagine Thomas' face going tomato red when she reads the notification. But a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find posts from Shinya himself. It's not a character for him, but it's actually not posted about criminal case and detective work for once. I never believed in love until I met her. She swept me up my feet and showed me how to become a better man. She makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Toei. 2 days together and counting. I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. I bet Tomoe made him write that. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and three co-workers posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Tsurumaki's passing away unexpectedly. Akane Tsurumaki, folk close by Eiji Hanado, and long before them, both Mori Hatano, the one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. Corpse Girl rises above muck and filth of the world and becomes truly famous. I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims to launch the Corpse Girl's name into the stars. The Corpse Girl's website becomes more than a urban legend, more than a rumor whispers in the shadows. Then, no, I need to get slow. I can't get too far by it. Of myself, I still need to put a lot of work before I can attain my goal. But the only way I can move forward is if more requests come through the website. There has to be a way to promote the site. Plus, the advertising is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. Good word of mouth, testimonials. So far, the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requesters to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that would be perfect. But obviously can't get in touch with them now. To remain anonymous would take request of death. No one would willingly put their contact details when doing something so shady anyway. I sighed and scratched my head. Think about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. I reach for my laptop, see the couch next to me. Maybe I'll take just one more look at the new requests. You never know, right? I'll log to the administration panel to Corpse Girl's website and check that other cases. 1 new request. Oh boy, here we go. Victims found. Download an image attachment. This was submitted just a few minutes ago. What are the chances I would check the incoming request so soon after receiving anyone? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Will the poor sucker be quick to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? My heart skips a beat and my hands easily turn cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. It's very same image as for my company ID tag. I'm not smiling. In the photo or in real life. Yeah, souls, I was expecting this to happen as well. They don't get it's a joke. Somebody has requested my death. Toma, of course. Who else would be doing it? Somebody has requested my death. Oh no. Oh no.
Somebody wants me dead?
This is a threat. Noriko, if you don't fulfill this, it points towards that you are the corpse girl. If you do it though, you're cursed.
I can't believe it! It finally happened!
It could be owing, that much is true. But something tells me that I wouldn't do that.
I know exactly who requested my death! Tomoe!
Yep, that's what I'm thinking as well. Guess I do agree that I is a possibility here. Would she really go so far as to kill her friend?
That stupid, vapid bitch!
Tomoe Watanabe, the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she's the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test the website on. Her nose post from the start of the week confirms that. And she's been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death. Interesting idea that I would be doing that. Yeah. Fair point.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
Noriko completely lost it. In a state of manic laughter, as it worked to spin my photo, had to make the corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. Then, when her guard is down, time for Monday morning.
No sign of Sato yet? I wonder if she got held up.
Yeah, about that.
It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
I find my teeth and option I can't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I said another message to us. Seemingly abandoned phone. Not really expecting a
Actually,
reply.
she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
Huh. It doesn't need to tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. The small surprise waiting for her in the top of the desk drawer. Courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour
She had a late night last night, so I wonder if she woke up on time.
So that also is an interesting idea. Maybe because I went foolishly shouting. He saw what was happening and thought I was the a danger taking the eye away. Fair point. I do something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Sirius recap of his night with Tomoe.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course. I need to.
His progress starts straight off as he wanders away. I return my focus to the keyboard in front of me. As I type, I scroll across my screen, seemingly slower than usual. Now Tomoe, the static drone of the office environment is loud as ever, but without those two, something feels off. How should it be missing her first day at work? And say what you want about Tomoe. At the very least, she's punctual. For her to be this late is very
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
Oh? A soft but sharp voice snatched me out of my thoughts. I woke up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning me in an intimidating fashion. Tomi Ida, the executive who oversees a lot of trainers on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own
Miss
level.
Ida, did you need something?
Please, come with me.
Oh? I quickly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass-screened cubicles that line one of the wall of the office. Special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations.
Take a seat.
I don't like where this is going. I follow instructions. Sit down one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that filled this small
A new
enclosure.
employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee. Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future. And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by the other executives.
You want me to take the fall, huh?
Isn't that a bit extreme? All of that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa, and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon.
Ouch!
That's all.
Katomi abruptly sits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. Surely Katomi is being a bit extreme and effectively hoping Shinya's career at Temujin. All this because I recommended I for the job. I feel like an idiot. How was I to know that I would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Katomi's out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Tomoe? Maybe Katani wants Shinya gone for her own reasons. I can imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. This is true. I've turned to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes full on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen, and I began to wish I'd purchased more than one this morning. Glancing over the top of my screen, I can see Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. I'm gonna have a little break in this point. Grab the hands and return in 3 minutes. So, don't go anyway. Sorry, anywhere. I'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone. Let us continue. I don't enjoy my walk home to the park this evening as much as I normally do. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Tomoe, Shinya, and Tatome. Kotomi, sorry. Why is it that I'm increasingly finding myself drowned into the office drama? I don't want to deal any of it. I just want to pursue my own goals. Yet the office is means to an end. I want to keep a roof over my head and have money to achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I could quit, I would, but I can't. Not just yet. I wonder if I could monetize Corpse Girl's services. This would pay a fee to request a death. Or I could even just accept donations. But could a single guild asking for money will reduce the amounts of requests I get, definitely by a large margin. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'd be in trouble. As I draw closer to the apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. Fade to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi? Noriko. What's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office. Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with. For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles? I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right.
Hmm?
I had to check a few things, and then check again, and...
Is she? Is she suffering from obsessive-compulsive behavior?
In the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep, because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily and hope that Ally doesn't hear me.
All right. It sounds like you had a rough day. I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this. Shinya? Why? I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy. Oh God. Oh no. Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something because it's too much of an overreaction.
Yeah?
I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job. I know. You didn't mean for this to happen. Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now, okay? Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax. Okay. Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything. Thank you, Noriko. Okay. Get some rest. Talk to you soon, Aoi. Bye-bye.
And the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. When it comes to Ally, I always feel obligated to tell her anything that will help her feel better. If I could actually follow through with my words and genuinely make things better for her, then, well, maybe we'd have a bit different relationship than we do now. But I probably missed my opportunity for that long time ago. In senior high school, I was never truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now, of course. I've seen her what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. My feelings for her are true, and not muddled in sympathy or pity. If this was a different life, I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes, I would be happy to be with her. But now, the best I can hope is that she wants to remain friends with me. And that will be enough to satisfy me. Oh boy. That voice. A trail of icy sweat treads down my spine. In the near distance, sitting at a bench close to the park's exit is an easily recognizable figure.
Come here.
Okay. Say what you will about Tomoe and how terrible she is. That beauty's adorable. I freezed my tracks. I thought I was to keep walking to reach familiar safety of my home when my brain is engaging in fight or flight mode. To opt between my options, I find myself completely stationary. I see you picked a deer in the headlights choice.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Like last time?
Tomoe.
There's no doubt in my mind she's been waiting for me here all afternoon. She knows my route home. That's obvious since I encountered her and Shinya into the very same park. I can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches
These
me.
are weird shit, right? Like, occult stuff.
Huh? Is she gonna talk about the website?
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me?
Nah, just listen, okay? I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
Thanks. She knows how to play right now.
It's kind of dumb, you know, but have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
that she thinks she's talking to. More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out. I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used it to request a death.
Is that so?
Almost pretty much straight up admitted she was the one who requested my death. After all, I know exactly how my request come through the site. The latest one had to have been from her. Oh, wait! What if Tomoe actually requested the death of, one of the higher branches, one of the execs? That would be a suppression. That the latest one wasn't her targeting me. It just happens that we think that it's her. And she's actually behind of the original killings.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site works, right?
No?
Fill me in.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that. Thing is, no one knows how it works. Or if it works, actually.
Right. Okay, so you requested somebody's death, and what happened?
Well...
This is it? This is where she admits she uploaded my photo. No, it isn't. I caught her red-handed.
You see... the dumb bitch went and died.
I told you. Ah. It really wasn't Tomoe. So super right at that. So Tomoe's out of the list. It still could be technically our, though that would be weird. It could be even Kojiro, now that I think about it. So testing out the website? I blinked a few times. I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
What did you say?
The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Yeah? How about? Thank you. The mystery thickens, meanwhile. Which am I referring to? Andre tracing frantically scanning through the list of corpse victims over the past few months. The only people who have died recently are Hana Tsurumaki and Eiichi Hanada. So that a female, so that rules on Eiichi. It has to be Akane. Then there's Rui Hatano. She died a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Rui told me wasn't the one who requested her death. No. It has to be Akane. Though it does beg the question who the hell killed, Eiichi then? Was it a suicide? No. Was way too long for her to be bringing it up. That leads me to believe the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsurumaki. Has someone else died? Something I never found out about? That's impossible. I've been so true in searching for the results of the work. The only victim Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. Wait, no. So could be right. Tomoe requested my death. Tomoe uploaded my photo to Corpse News website just recently. That's not Tomoe. I took a deep breath, swallowed hard, and opened my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is really serious. Are you sure this person died?
Yep, no doubt. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? 'Cause I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
Ah,
I don't know what to say.
Come on. I was only really joking around with the website. Didn't think for a second that it could really work. But now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
she should be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. So, you're probably right, actually. Though we aren't that famous yet, but I'm sure that will happen at some point. If she thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural she would play around with it. Then again, I'm kind of offended she figured the whole thing was fake. Obscura has worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. And more importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Her name? Oh, you might know her.
It was that skank from our office, Akane Tsurumaki.
Yeah. See? Akane Tsurumaki. Sure enough, she's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing that the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted a noise about wanting to try the website, and she was waiting to find someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpscra's website shortly after I read that post. It's actually interesting. Tomoe picked Akane over us. But Tomoe made the request on the very same day. So then, Tomoe was the one responsible. Assume the person who requested Akane's death was someone in our office, but I never figured it would be Junior did it. I treat him like Tomoe. But did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't see how their paths would have crossed the large office
Yo,
building.
Psycho. You in there?
I snap out of my thoughts and meet Tomoe's dead-eyed
Your
gaze.
professional opinion, can a website really kill someone?
I'm torn between getting two replies. I could state that I believe the website worked, and therefore help increase Corpscra's credibility. I could play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Coward that I am, I decide to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died. You reckon I'm not guilty then? I didn't really want the bitch dead anyway. I was just mucking around.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank God. That's a real weight off my elbows, you know?
Shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on. I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
Right. Well, good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded a photo feed to the website. My mind is really not in the right headspace to listen to Thomas Shrivel any longer.
Or what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease.
That gift that you left for Tomoe? That's gonna come bite you in the ass.
I know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and... well, nah. That's about it for now.
Tomoe's having remorse? Really? After a moment, I imagined that she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. That possibility disappeared from my mind as soon as it
See you tomorrow.
disappeared. She waves almost sheepishly and wanders back through the park in the direction that I came from. Right, time to go home. I can't relax until I know who requested my death. If it wasn't Tomoe, then the situation would be a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then someone really wants me dead. Who? Can't sleep. Must be past 3 a.m. Countless hours have passed and I started trying to figure out who requested my death. I ran through every possible candidate and their potential encounters 1,000 times. I replaced every encounter I've ever had with every person I met, and I'm trying to blank. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so in vain to think that everybody likes me. I'm sure as hell a lot of people that like me very much. I know. But does anyone that like me enough to want me dead? to nominate me for Corpscill's claim as their prey. I take little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. The Corpscill victims are only brought low by my hand. So, my convictions are strong and I never refuse a request. Taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. This is one of the only requests I will ever refuse. It's not for the sake of my own life, but rather for the sake of Corpscill's continued existence. I will not let her die and be buried with her. Side with me. However, now that I've eaten the knowledge that somebody generally once be dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. No amount of mental reassurance will quell the sickness rising inside of me. Would you say that you're down with the sickness? Some candidates are of course those closest to me. I've crossed Tommy off the list. The release of the candidate room I said wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. And the fact that she came to me for reassurance, well, it's safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. Also, it creates a quick question who killed Eiichi Hanada, so at least the people I deal with on a daily basis. Oh, Sato, my best friend since junior high and the first person I ever fell for. She rejected me gracefully during senior high, so gracefully that we still remain friends to this day. But she won't be dead. It's doubtful. She would even report her stalker, a guy who she wanted apparently related to the police. She wouldn't want him arrested. The Destiny Fujikawa, and her acquaintance from the school, and now my co-worker. It's just gone so far as to call us friends not to be connected on noise. I've never been romantically interested in him, but I was under false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. It doesn't strike me as the type to want somebody dead, allowed to go through with the request in somebody's death. So, what kind of people like him could really surprise you? But so those three out of equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. Yeah. The higher-ups at exits at work like Tommy Ida, but our duties are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register onto a radar. If I extend my list of candidates who they include people I don't deal with regularly, but who are technically still part of my life, then the list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenshi and Momo Ogama, as the father and daughter living in my apartment building, they're sweet, kind, and considerate. But imagine they won't be dead, unless I'm really using up too much of their internet bandwidth, and I just can't take it anymore. Tell that neighbor girl keeps using my internet. I can't watch my YouTube videos. I must kill her. And my elder sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa. We haven't talked in over a year at least. She's scum. The probably not to talk to randomly elect her own sister for death. Probably. She's a girl. So to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. And there's Mother, Asuna Kurosawa. She's simply not in a position to submit my details to Corpscill's website. My struggling brain can't think of anyone else directly in my life. A very small social life, it's true. All the people who fill my noise newsfeed have either they're already been named on this list, or they're from such a small, long ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember that I existed anymore. And then, suddenly without warning, a face pops into my mind with a startling clarity. A guy from the library. Kochiro. Was it Kochiro with no surname? It was bizarre, eccentric, seemed like the type of person that would get outside much. Kind of like me, I suppose. His eyes were clear that it was unnerving. They say that the eyes are the windows of the soul, but I couldn't see anything substance from his lenses. Out of everyone that I've mentally listed, he seems like the person most people would taking someone's life. That's just by his opinion, based on little to no knowledge of him. I much the same person he gives. I have to ask myself, would you want me dead? Me, a person I met one time at the library? In addition, the photo of me was uploaded to my website was from Temujin's corporate system. It's the very same picture that I wear on my ID tag. How would Koshiro have accessed it? So it would have to be someone from work. It was going to upload a photo of me. Would have found my noise profile and used the image from one of my albums. There aren't too many photos of me there. There are enough to identify me. The guy is suspicious, but I don't think he's the one I'm looking for. Yet, can't get his face out of my mind. On one, I snatch up my phone from beside me and on the screen. The bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and nearly blinds me. I squint and navigate to the noise app. Koshiro, he told me his noise tag, didn't he? Just a moment. I don't think I'm gonna be going too far. You can remember it. It'll save you the hassle of having to look him through the hundreds of profiles with the same name to find him. It was Koji. What was it? Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji is something. So it's done different variations until the auto-predicted result pops up. Koji. That's the one I tapped the result and instantly arrived at its profile. Info about me, sex is pretty vague, but judging by the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Just your average guy? Taking my days one at a time. Introvert. Anti-social, anti-establishment, anti-everything. Lol. I like peanut butter too. I scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. His most recent post is about a year ago, and just an updated version of his display picture, where it is cropped out of woman's face and body so the focus is just on him. Open a direct message to him and start typing. Is this Koshiro from the library? It's Noriko. Sama. Since it's past 3 AM, I'm not expecting a reply until I instantly receive a message in response. Hi, late night? I replied so quickly, as well and gathered the nerve to ask you what's on my mind. If I can't sleep, have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? The screen says he's currently typing a message, but then the notification simply disappears and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then... yes. So he does know about the website. The question is, was he already familiar with it? Or did he just... look up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes. Love it. Big fan. Also note, there's something odd about Koji. He keeps putting occasionally the two first letters as capitalized. Why? I see. Me too. Have you used it? No. Well, no, not yet. Don't hate anyone else. Enough? Okay, so that's out of the question. It's hard just to get a sense of his emotion through his replies. Can't tell if he's being sincere or not. Like, have you used it? Tell me. Tell me the details. Does it work? No, I haven't used it. But it's popular in my office. I don't know why I wrote that, or why I did the message with a question mark. I shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. Might be work for me. He's a detective, isn't he? Does he mean by that? Work? Yes. Oh, I stored cadavers. Dispose of later. can't understand. Hospital bot, storage and disposal. She works at a morgue? I know it's a strange smell of his clothes when we met, and that makes sense. Again, a little unsuppressed urge to vomit. So someone dies, gets sent to you even for like suicides and murders? Yes. All sorts. Worse are the crash victims. Have to mix and match lips. And you received the victim of Corpsco's website? Impossible, no. Maybe? Who can see? Right. You say the bell? Have a name? A name. Can I look up the names of bodies you received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes. Cadavers are ID'd. Mostly. Not victim. It is Akane and claim that Tomei did it. Should I ask? Go do it? So put the other suspicion of being associated with Corpscrew? Hello? I can look now at work. Sir demonstrated by trimming fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding a his tail within its victim's butt. Morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. Akane Tsurumaki. Okay, a second. Nope. Right spelling. Put an M Tsurumaki. And Akane Tsurumi. That's not right. Close though. Okay, more names? Ichi Hanada. Careful there. That's not something that you should know about. Yes. Past victim. Bad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. Can't believe what I'm reading. Ichi Hanada ended up at the Cortera's morgue? He's still there? Really? How long do you store bodies? And come to 2 days for autopsy? Autopsy for him. No need. So he just sits here. Cold chamber 31DD. Your family don't collect, then cremation. Is cremation what you mean by disposal? Yes, mostly. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But is a corpse girl's victim? You said so. I don't know. You said so. Interesting. See? I'll look at him again. Okay, there's no need for that. It's okay, I won't tell. How did you do it? I saw a heart. What does he need? Hello? How did I do what? How did you kill him? Oh shit. I messed up. He knows. Because he's figured who I am. You should have just left at Akane. In a panic, I slammed my phone now. I hear the constant vibration gets a bit as could trigger up continuously message me. Shit. Do it too. Can I make something to convince that I'm not the one responsible for H's death? Just mention that 2 people died at the office. I thought they might have been doubted. Will he get by it? I was responding to him right away, so I'm probably inadvertently proven by my own guilt. I put my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately, so it as soon it becomes some sort of evidence I want to be covered in fingerprints. Yeah, wait, that's completely true. I stare at the messages from Kojiro. Hey, you there? Hello? I'd better reply. I have to say something, maybe, just maybe. I can try him off my trail. I know what you're talking about. I didn't kill it. Not exactly a lie. Yes, true. Corpscrew killed him. No name. Entry on Corpscrew's website. Do you need his name? And he died. There you go, you requested his death. Wait, this is good. This is far better than believing I'm Corpscrew. They sent us some fans on the website who submitted a request. After all of this, I can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, you got me. It's the website to request his death. Huh, wow, match. So the website is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy, Sted? Should I delete out of Thomas' book and act more innocent than I am? Not really. I just made a request on a whim to see what would happen. I think it would really work. Wow, you didn't hate the guy? Ichi? Never met him, just found a photo on the internet. Incredible. Obscure kills this with a photo, doesn't even need a name. But how many other pics he got, dear? Well, have to go, clocking out soon. Talk later. But his son is immediately chases to offline. At great side of relief, he bought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. This whole conversation was an excuse in stupidity. I nearly shot myself in the foot because of my insatiable curiosity. I should have contacted Kotsurado. The only person to come then to come out of this is learn that Goju works at the hospital morgue. I could potentially take advantage of this. My sleep-deprived brain can quite work out how. Oh, I can't go on that later. For now, I really need sleep. It's Tuesday morning. Now, I know it's a bit early, but I'm going to have to stop here. I'm feeling a bit ill. I think it's time for me to, Hassan will continue this tomorrow. At the usual time. Maybe a bit longer than usual. You'll find out about that tomorrow. So, thank you for watching. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, you.